Hi there guys, I'm out at the range today and I'm going to try a few rounds of this 410 musket ammunition. I did a tabletop review and a dissection of this stuff a little while back. So we're going to fire a very limited number of rounds of these. I've got the 410 Bishop Bore musket and we've got a target set up at 50 yards and the chronograph set up, so let's see what these things will do. I thought I'd come down and have a look at the target after a couple of shots just to see where this thing was printing, and I'm not sure which was the first shot, which is the second, but we've got one here. The aiming point was this black sort of circle. So one missed and one in the center. Let's see what we do with the next ones. All right, it's a cold day. Let's see how this goes. That was a slight hang fire. And that was nothing. Dud. Another slight hang fire. Not too surprisingly, the chronograph is not that happy with trying to read shots from this stuff, because with the wads and the cards and the ball and all that shit flying through the air, I think it confuses the chronograph a bit. Anyway, there's our low, there's our high, there's the average, big extreme spread, and here are standard deviation. And this is the individual shots. It only read 3 out of the 6 that I fired over it. Anyway, fairly inconsistent, which doesn't really surprise me. Well, let's have a look at the target. This was from 50 yards. By the way, I'm home now. I figured it'd be better to do this inside out of the wind. You can see we've got 6 shots on the target. We tried to fire 7 rounds, so we had 1 dud, we had 1 hang fire, and, well, there's the results. This high shot, I think it was the very first shot I fired, and I believe that was there because I was fire forming some cartridge cases, and I had a very heavily fouled barrel. I had a bunch of case filler and, you know, trying to blow out some 303 cases before I started this test, and I really should have run a cleaning patch through the barrel, but I did not. Anyway, that probably affected the where the first round hit. Anyway, the other 5 down below there are in basically 5.5 inches, and like I said, this is from 50 yards, so not spectacularly good. Not, I guess, too bad considering it's a round ball in a smooth bore, and after all, this was not intended to be any sort of a long-range firearm. It was meant for police and guard work. So a little bit high point of impact and a little bit over to the left. Our point of aim was the bottom of the black dot there, and you know, interesting to see how this ammunition performed. Reliability was just fair. Accuracy, I think, would be acceptable for the intended purpose. And, you know, I was surprised at the velocity that these things reached. They was a little higher than I was expecting. Anyway, thanks for joining me for this test of this vintage ammunition. Hope you found it interesting, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.